Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching HLN News. Today we have a great citizen with us, who is Dr. Moise, Dr. Rudolph Moise, who is running for Congress. You know, he's one of the Haitians who live in this community, who practice medicine at first. However, now he's also a civic person who has been involved in this community for quite a while. And then now he took it upon himself after seeing what this community is going through. And then he wanted to be part of the whole system. And Dr. Moise briefly, served in the U.S. Army as he was a colonel in the Air Force Reserve. Of course, he's an experienced physician. He's a civic leader. He's a committed husband and father. Of course, the sons and how many kids do you have, Dr. Moise? Before I even ask you anything.
I have two children. Okay. A daughter who's 8 and my son is 10 years old.
Okay, then. So Dr. Moise has two children, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. Great. So, however, Dr. Moise right now is running from District 24 for Congress, and he's going against, I believe he's Federico Wilson. Am I right, sir?
I don't remember her name, but it's a lady who's occupying the city right now.
But it's something that we should know. So, briefly, Dr. Moise, can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, sir. I was born in Port-au-Prince. C'est Haïtien Moulin Kaimwe, fait l'hôpital général. My mother was a school teacher. She taught history at République du Chili. My father was a bookkeeper. I left Haiti when I was 17 years old. I went to Chicago, went to school, learned the language, and then went to medical school, which is a dream that I had since I was a child to become a doctor. Moved to Miami, where I served my population in Miami.
So how long ago?
I moved to Miami July 12th of 1981. Okay. 82, I'm sorry. And then I started practice in 119th Northwest 7th Avenue. I had a small little office then. And after a couple years in practice, I decided to go back to school and learn the business aspect of medicine, because you may be a great doctor, yes, but if you do not understand business, you may not be successful.
Of course.
So I went to the University of Miami, got a master's in business, and kept going. I also went to law school and become a lawyer. And I've been practicing since then, opened up several other clinics. And since this country has been so good to me, I decided to give back. Okay. And then I went and joined the U.S. Air Force, where I've been serving now for the past 20 years.
Now we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of the things. But something you said that catch my mind. It's you said like being a doctor is not the only being a doctor. You have to know the business of medicine. And you said you got a master in business administration, or you got a master in public administration, or master in running a hospital. Which one of them?
A master in business and health administration.
Okay, great.
So it teach you economics, financing, marketing, organizational behavior, just the whole how to develop business. Is very important. In medical school, we do not have that.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of businesses, if they understand the concept of business, they will do even better. Okay. So that's why it's important, even as a small business, you take like a workshop on business, so like that. You have FIU, for example, they have some small business seminars. It's very important for a small business to learn these different techniques, different skills that will help them expand and stay in business.
Oh, great. So meaning, what I even like, because usually when you meet Asian doctors, that's all they know is medicine. But with you, though, it appears that you have something more in mind. I don't believe you did it just for the science of medicine, to be a good doctor. I think you were preparing yourself for something greater. So tell us, share it with us. What were your ambitions as you were growing up? Other than being a doctor.
I have a lot of ambitions. Not only I like to provide for my family,
yes, sir,
in a big way.
Yes.
And when we were growing up, I remember when I was in school, my mother being a teacher and my father being a bookkeeper, we just had enough to survive. While my friends in school at St. Gonzague, they had nice cars, nice clothes, everything else, and I was looking what I was wearing, which was okay. We were always clean, but we didn't have the fancy stuff, So, but our parents taught us how to like what we have, and whatever we have is enough. Of course, if there's a way to improve things, that's even better. So having this in mind, living this for years, and when I came to the U.S., I wanted to provide a better life, for my children, give them, not spoil them, but provide them with the best that they can have, good education, the best education, whatever that they have to prepare them for the future, so themselves they can also prepare for the family.
Okay. Before, at the end of the interview, we'll get into the impact of the Obama and everything else. But what I'd like to know is this: you are running for Congress here in the District of 24. This is right, District 24. That is correct. So can you give us a little bit of short assessment of where the district is right now? Like what is the district has, the impact of Haitian, the lifestyle, how they're living, their needs in the community, and also the whole community at large, because we know in District 24 you have African American, that's right, you have Cuban, you have other Hispanic groups, and plus us. So tell us a little bit about the ratio of Haitian compared to the others, and also about the needs, in assessment of the needs that you want to address.
That is just a terrific question, very good question.
Yes, sir.
The district was formerly District 17. Which included Overtown, Little Haiti, Liberty City, Opaloka, North Miami, North Miami Beach, Miami Gardens, Pegu Pines, Miramar area. Now what they did is that because of the redistricting, and also because District 17 lost about 41,000 people, because these people could not afford to pay their mortgages, so they moved out of the district to move wherever else. So they had to compensate for that, so they redrew the district and include now 51,000 new people, and the area include all of downtown Miami, with all the banks, the port of Miami. It goes all the way down to
the business district,
business district.
Commercial.
Also include the east side of Biscayne Boulevard, all the way down to Sunny Isles. So now it's plus the hospital district as well, where Jackson is. So now it's a very, very diverse district. You have about 30% Hispanic, 55% black, which include about 16% Haitian, and some Caribbean people as well. You include about 16-70% Anglo, and the rest of them is other.
So so what? Tell me, what do you have to do to appeal to? Because we know if it's only Haitian who's going to vote for you, this is really future. Monsieur Bondan, tell me, what have you done as far as preparing yourself to be able to reach your community?
But first of all, I have.
First of all, before you say anything, I know you are going against a heavyweight, someone who went from Mr. Meek's place, spot. So I know what you are facing with. So tell us a little bit about your campaign, in other words.
Well, as you know, last time, it was in a vacant seat, and we had 9 people running.
Yes, I remember.
Of the 9 people, we had 4 Haitians. And all of these Haitians, they held offices before, and I came second. And based on the analysis of the campaign that happened last time, the election, they saw that about 21,000 Haitians had actually come out to vote. The lady who won, she won with 16,000 votes. That means that if I was the only Haitian, I would have won. I would have been in Washington right now. So this time, it's just me and the congresswoman, so it's the 2 of us. So the Haitian base, since I am of Haitian descent, and it is important to have somebody in Washington who understands the Haitian community here and the Haitian community in Haiti as well, not somebody that will speak for you, but one of your own who understand. You have a voice, a direct voice in Washington, who can push the right buttons to make things happen for the community here and the community as well in Haiti. So I expect the Haitian community to come out in mass to actually vote. And I know it's a lot of people, they're working, is going to be probably difficult, but that's why they have absentee ballot or early voting, where they can really request the absentee ballot. They can actually vote from home. Okay, so this is very, very important.
So, by the way, this is so important. I like you to say that in Creole for them to emphasize upon that, to explain that to them, for them to know that they can pre-vote or winning absentee ballot.
Communauté haïtienne représente une force électorale qui extraordinaire. Et haïtiens votent. Et malheureusement, en pilant yo travail, c'est pas business par gain. Donc, il est difficile pour eux pour quitter le travail pour aller voter. C'est ça qui fait gagner ça relais absentee ballot. Faut qu'on demander pour lui, ou voyez l'aller, ou voyez ballot pour vous, ou qu'on doit voter de la caillou, ou mettez fien après ça voyez enveloppe là, ou voyez l'aller. Là, ça va pas perdre du temps en ligne, ou qu'à voter directement pour aller puis en vent. Et puis, il y a early voting tout de suite avec. Pas besoin de voter même élection là, ou qu'à voter peut-être on met une semaine en vent. Donc, c'est très important pour tout le monde aller voter parce que l'en pas gagné runoff. Si dame là gagne 49 votes, moi gagne 49 votes plus 1, je gagne. Donc chaque vote est important.
OK. Ouais, bon qu'on a parlé nous un bit on network parce que on va comme ça qu'on dit, on croit que le require, c'est-à-dire que on a besoin un network monde pour sensibiliser community, what we call Obama, right? Community worker, to be able to organize a group of people to go out and inform people. So, do you have such a group, sir?
Oui. Et par exemple, ça va faire qu'on y a là. À l'indafini ou même là, c'est message qu'on a passé. Nous faisons ça ici, nous faisons ça à Haïti, nous faisons ça à New York, nous passons ces messages là tout partout. C'est parce que tout le monde sait qui de York, de district là, il y a une famille qui était dans le district là. Lorsqu'on ça ou parle avec eux, ou faire comprendre exactement qui est dans la tête pour faire pour la communauté là. Donc, pour demander aux relais familles là pour dire tant pis, supporter Dr. Moise, voter Dr. Moise. Mais qu'on y a tout, dans les door to door, c'est très important qu'on y a là parce que nous nous voyons la télévision, nous allons voir moi. Mais l'important pour frapper porte on dit allô, c'est Dr. Moise et là qu'on a demandé et pour voter, si il y a quelques questions tu as gagné, quelques conseils que gagné, dis-moi qui sont besoin pour l'homme qui va acheter un servir. Il est très important qu'on aller door to door pour nous ka ouais, pour nous ka rien, pour ka ouais moun devant vous, il est très important.
OK. Bon, on allons rentrer dans l'issue là. So, vous connaissez ici très important parce que vous connaissez que nous avons une multi-facettes communauté, une multi-ethnique en réalité. Donc nous avons haïtiens from différents types de niveaux et capacités, l'école, etc. Donc, nous avons pour adresser probablement que le problème que les haïtiens concernés pour famille, c'est l'affaire immigration. What is it that you, Dr. Moise, that you feel you can make a difference concerning immigration, whether it's TPS or whether there are people here who wants to send for the family back home? And what is it that makes you feel that if you go to Congress, you'll be able to make a difference to and also to alleviate Haitian pain, unquote, unquote?
Allons, belle question. Vous préparez pour ça, papa?
Oh non. Non, je connais pas Moïse, je me connais. C'est pas ça.
Mon cher, c'est une belle question.
Yes, sir.
Premier barrel, aucun TPS là, son bac est temporaire lié.
Yes, sir.
Bon, nous avons demandé là, pour moun qui est là, on doit TPS status pour qu'à faire moun ça permanent kounia. OK? Et yo fait pour un pile l'autre pays, pour ça pas qu'à faire pour payer pas nous. C'est ça qui fait les très important au grand monde par où qui Washington qui a gommé pour ça. Ça fait un. Deuxièmement, nous avons presque 100 000 moun Haïti qui au final prouvé déjà, pétition signée déjà et moun ça yo jusqu'à présent ils peuvent rentrer ici avec famille. C'est une longue process et pas ça prend des années. Donc faut pas ça réactiver. Et faut qu'on mette pression sur the White House, mettre pression pour dire que moun sa yo bon système en place. Ou qu'a créer on sorte de loi qui ca permettre ça yo faciliter pour moun sa rentrer plus vite. Donc ça c'est deux bails qui très important qu'on a fait rapidement depuis montrer.
So in other words, si m'a pli entre les lignes, so quoi à cause que c'est haïtien ou sensibiliser au compte problème haïtien. Donc si qu'on veut vivre l'autre bois ou qu'on a pétition l'autre groupe pour faire comprendre que pour sensibiliser que ça haïtien besoin. Parce que vous pouvez promouvoir nous pour montrer que nous are hard working people and nous can produce si que allow us the opportunity.
Et ma step me too comme exemple. On a dit, je suis Haïti, mais je rentre ici, je m'apprends l'anglais et puis à l'école, Kunyala, I become a productive member of the society, et m'a payé taxe, m'a bail service. Donc, tout le monde ça. C'est pas demander, il y a bien demandé. Il y a bien fait ici, il y a bien travail, il y a bien payé taxe tout. Et puis,
small open business.
Exactement. Open business, il y a bail job. Donc, c'est très important. Et puis, nous, qu'on est haïtien, c'est peuple qui travaille dur. C'est pas moi qui viens faire manger, qui viens demander bagaille. On met on regarde haïtien depuis dans toute l'école passée, haïtien dans toute l'école. On met toute classe plein haïtien parce que haïtien remet éducation. On connaît que sans éducation, il pas réussir donc il y a l'école.
OK. So on a values that we believe que nous toujours gagnons toujours.
Absolument.
OK.
Malheureusement, c'est ça qui fait tout. Malheureusement, il y a pile jeunes haïtiens, ça qui fait bah marché peut-être, ça qui vient ici parfois yo maman yo papa yo y a fait deux chiffres. Vous comprenez? Yo quitté yo, le ça mauvais ami prend yo commettent on série de mauvais actes by ça, vous comprenez? Faut que si monsieur ça yo, nous chita parler avec yo, nous servir comme rôle model pour yo voir que si docteur Moïse là kounya là, les mêmes gens avec nous, là l'école là prendre bagaille, nous même nous ca faire le tout.
Well, that sounds great, man. I love this because education is one of my fields. Because I used to be a school psychologist, you know, although now I'm a clinical psychologist. But I know about education, you know, somewhat. But to continue the interview, now we talk about education. Let's get into the Obama healthcare, you know, healthcare, you know. So I like to know what is your, you know, where are you at as far because I know you're a medical doctor, and you use Medicaid, Medicare, etc. But first of all, I like to know because when I listen to the program where there is on Fox TV or I listen to the conservative movement, they seem to want to prove that the Obama, what they call the Obamacare, even though I don't like to refer to it like that, but it's just for people that are listening to you, they can understand it. But they are saying that this healthcare has to be done with. They don't want it. So what is your opinion? You know, where do you stand?
Mon cher, I've been practicing medicine in this community for over 30 years. So I understand healthcare very well as a primary care physician. A lot of people do not have access to healthcare. In fact, there's a Gallup study that was done in 2010 for the district that showed that the district is the third worst one out of all the districts in the United States, okay, that have the worst access to healthcare.
Okay.
So the people, they end up going to the emergency room for the care, while if they have insurance coverage, they could go to the doctor and have a doctor that will actually take care of them. Okay. So they wait too late. They go to the hospital, to the emergency room, and the rate of the price of the health cost goes very high, and then complications also happen because if you know you have something, if you go right away, you can really take care of the problem. But when you wait too late, you have complications become worse. So a lot of the Haitians, they get having stroke, and for simple thing as a high blood pressure. And if they come to the doctor, they tell them just take low salt diet, just take your medication every day, fonti grain chaque jour, many. Mais you pas connaît, comprendre, il y a et puis fait OK.
Donc la prostate screening etc.
Et puis cancer tout, son qui commun diabetes on go le bail, comprendre. So kounya la président lui même il comprend ça. Lui ils font bail historique. Quantité président qui passe en vent, même Clinton, qui c'est un président qui enfin qui très one of the best president. Mon cher,
the first black president.
The first black president là. Monsieur pas capable passer lui. Obama vini boom, il passé et ça les patient protection and patient healthcare affordable act. Okay? Donc ça les kounya la bail accès avec healthcare à 35 millions américains.
Qui pas de assurance.
Exactement. Donc ça sont coquin bagalier et puis on dit tout le monde par exemple yo qui sous assurance maman papa yo carité jusqu'à 26 ans yo couvrir sur ça. Donc ils sont bons bagaliers et problème là c'est aspect et coblan qui j'ai a fait payer pour yo. C'est une bagaille kounya là qui bail petit problème. C'est ça qui fait kounya là li dans code kounya là sur une code là pour décider sur lui pour connaître exactement qui j'ai fait ça. Mais son bagage qui bon pour communauté et en pile monde kounya là il a pris avantage de ça à partir de 2013 2014 la finale kounya là tout le monde a gagné tout a gagné. Donc
c'est ça républicain au pas
exactement parce que il pas avec Obama malheureusement mais ce pays ça son pays qui on le tout on travaille ensemble. bon pour que son monde font bagaille, on supporte.
Yes, sir.
Yo ouais que démocrate républicain, on a yo pas
Vraiment.
vraiment
Pas un pays à vrai.
ouais, mais donc son bagaille qui est difficile pour comprendre.
OK. Alright, et pas oublier que nous attendons HLN et Diaspo TV. Et on a un programme avec Ti Koze avec Dr. Mark, c'est ça, on attendait là, on est là. Et that's talking to Dr. Mark, okay? Of course, Dr. Moise is talking to Dr. Mark. But Dr. Moise, you know, on connaît quoi, moi déjà dit que nous avons un public qui est multidiverse. So, on m'a parlé de l'argent qu'on y a. Bon, il paraît que nous voyons que the Federal Reserve, conseil de cas de programme qui met dehors. Et je crois que pile fois compatriotes nous les attendent, et même les nègres, ces businessmen, ils sont capables de comprendre le langage ça. La quantitative easing 1, quantitative easing 2, qu'on y a là, et de forme of, je ne vais pas dire ça pour moi, sous pas au courant de ma et pas ça. Et approche là, c'est pour capable expliquer mon yo. Donc, Federal Reserve là, lui-même, qu'on y a là, je connais que le job c'est pour contrôler l'inflation and money, movement of money. So, pour une communauté comme ça, parce que moi-même, les mal dans la maquette, moi tout bagage cher. Et yet, les gens disent, moi, quantitative easing et inflation rate là very low. Et you compute it from the comment dit pour là quoi you dit living standard, you know, mais qui ça que ou même qui rôle ou pense capable jouer dans affaire inflation qui frapper tout le monde parce que une fois nèg a parlé inflation mais market yo tout bas cher dans market yo. So qui ça comment qui rôle ou même as far as money, as far as okay, l'entrée dans le congrès because I believe you will get in there. You will get there. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, oh, absolutely. Okay. When you do get in there, ok, premièrement que vous connaissez de différentes catégories dans le congrès, comité qu'on rentrer, pour capable ouais, sous capable adresser problème d'inflation within the community, and also job for our youth.
Absolutely. Another very good question.
Yes, sir.
Let's agree on one thing.
Yes.
If you have a good job,
Yes.
okay, you make a decent money, okay, you can buy most of everything that you need.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about things because you can afford it. Now, this is the goal, to make sure that the district has an influx of jobs so people can work. People want jobs. They want work. Let's take a classic example. Look at Midtown, which was the area on 36th Street, and on c'est right triangle là, tu comprends paquet rage by ça on a ça on fait là nous kounya là. Yo clean net et yo fait kounya là une sorte de complexe qui gagne condominium, qui gagne plusieurs stores, qui gagne restaurant. C'est one of the hardest area in town right now, and it creates, you know, thousands of jobs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all it took is the business community partnering with the politicians and also with the educational community to make things happen.
Yes.
So in Congress, since I am a businessman, I am an entrepreneur, I know how to create jobs.
Okay.
Right now, myself and my partners, we hire more than 300 people.
Okay.
So I know how to create jobs.
Yes.
Okay. So it is to facilitate the language, encourage businesses to come into the district to open up jobs by making sure that if they need infrastructure, to help them with infrastructure. If they need people to work, okay, we'll provide them with people to work, and that's what they need. And you have short-term goals and you have long-term goals. You have a lot of people, unfortunately, they didn't go to school, but they need to eat. So what do you need to do? There are manual jobs they can do. They can work for some industries, manufacturing. They can do job that they can is low money per hour, but at least and they can feed the family. Okay, and in the same time preparing individuals for the job of the 21st century. You have like biofuel. You have a lot of technical things that are coming up. So you need to prepare our workforce to get this job later, and those are very high-paying jobs.
Okay.
So it's a very complicated, but you need people who understand business who can do that, and that's one of my complaint against the current congresswoman. She's not a businesswoman.
Yes.
She doesn't understand business.
So she's a well-dresser. She's dressing well.
Yes, she's a sharp dresser. Sharp dresser. But you know, it's not. This election is not a popularity contest.
Exactly.
It's not who dressed the better.
Yes.
It's who can deliver.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather take my hat and throw it into the ring and start working to create job in the community instead of wearing the hat.
Okay. Okay. Briefly, let's talk about energy before we end.
As you know, we have a crisis now in energy. The price of all prices is just way up there.
Yes, sir.
We need.
By the way, let me stop you. That's part of it is speculation. So I hope you're able to, try to fight that for us, because we know the speculators are really pushing the prices
Yes,
up.
they do. But I think that the future is in biofuels and green energy. Not only it's going to be cheaper, but it also is healthier for the environment.
Exactly, right.
So this is something that we should push for the future.
Okay. Well, all right, thank you. Bon, n'a pourtant des petits programmes avec Dr. Marc, avec Dr. Rudolph Moise, qui sont démocrates qui running pour Congrès. Dr. Moise, once more, c'est son colonalité dans Air Force. C'est son expérience docteur pour over 30 years, am I right, sir? Dans la communauté, mais nous connaissons Haïtiens, natifs natals qui étaient faits en Haïti, mais qui a culturé et assimilé dans la culture américaine. Les well spoken, speaking full, vous parlez pas tout même maintenant. Et bon, monsieur est multilingual, monsieur parle espagnol, et French, Creole et anglais. And we choose to conduct this interview in both Creole and French, because knowing that la communauté noire, c'est majorité là-dedans, c'est parler créole.
Si donc qui est-ce qui joue l'espagnol, je vous también.
Ok, très bien. Ok, et donc nous sommes monde qui a servi la communauté. Bon, communauté ça, nous sommes chance pour gagner pour le monde qui multifaceted, qui est capable d'aider, qui a servi tout le groupe. Donc, Dr. Moise, you will tell us when the election is going to happen, and then how we can contact you, how the people can contact you, your email address, etc., etc.
What I like to say, number one, is that thank you for a great interview. The second I'd like to say, the people who live in the district, I would appreciate your vote on August 14. And thirdly, people who are outside.
Non, août 14 août.
14 août. Moun qui de yo et district là, yo carré les familles yo dans district là pour dire voter pour Dr. Moise.
Those of you outside the district can call and ask them to vote like family oriented, right? Family.
Yeah.
And can ask to vote for Dr. Moise in August 14, you said, right?
August 14.
Okay.
And lastly, as you know, election costs money. It costs a lot of money.
Élection coûte un pile l'argent.
Donc, n'importe quel support que nous avons dans campagne là, pour nous payer radio, pour nous payer télévision, important.
Yes, sir.
Donc, nous avons aller sur le website là, qui est www.vote.moise.com, que c'est $5, que c'est $10, que c'est ça, pour voir un petit bagage. Là, ça nous a enregistré concours supporter campagne là.
So, vous avez l'email address là qui est dit www.vote.moise.com, right? OK. Donc pour supporter parce que l'élection coûte un pile comme et nous ouais tout votre travail tout côté nous passer nous ouais un pile bail et sur toute communauté nous connaît ça coûter comme. Donc bon, en réalité n'importe comme nous va dire mon ka commencer de $10 and up, ouais.
Yeah, maximum là c'est 2500.
Maximum là 2500 parce que
minimum là que c'est 50, que c'est 10 ça gagne l'important pour chaque dollar important.
$1 important. OK.
Obama, c'est juste ça Obama parler. Obama remplace un pile comme ça.
OK, très bien. I want to thank you Dr. Moise for coming to Don Jimmy Snack Bar qui a un grand opening ni et nous avons invité toute la communauté à tout pour venir participer là-dedans. So nous monsieur apprécié font petit bagage qui multifacette, multiculturel. Mais il y a pizza, il y a un snack bar qui a pas manger haïtien seulement mais qui a tout qualité manger, hamburger, cheeseburger, etc. Donc nous invitons nous venir aujourd'hui à participer avec nous à soir on a ouvert jusqu'à 10h 11h. Ou même cap garder nous dans boîte là à HLN et Allen Daphnis qui produit nous. And sir, thank you and then
thank you so much.
And then thank you for
tout le monde pour you.
Merci pour bataille là pour entreprendre.
Merci.
OK. Bye bye.